drivers for growth in the adoption of CX solutions are actually the digital transformation. We've been talking about it now for the last 18 months, but in reality it comes down to we are all looking for switching from verbal as our first interaction to digital. We are all having an expectation of customer self-service, and we are all expecting to find chat at the very minimum. So it's in this area on the switch from verbal to digital that we are seeing the driver for customer CX type solutions. Well, let's talk about this as we go from the very straightforward to the very complex. So right up front, the idea that a driver for chat, as an example, to help with customer self-service, is that we see at Walgreens, a very large pharmaceutical company, they've added chat, and they've actually seen 30% of their interactions turn into an upsell. Because when somebody gets online to chat with the pharmacist and ask their questions about private label and generic brands, they not only complete the transaction, they grow it. As you go up the scale from chat, it may be the scenario where I need knowledge to solve my problem. And so again, we look at an example like Sirius Satellite Radio, one of the largest satellite companies in the Western Hemisphere. They have added knowledge to their online capabilities so you can self-serve knowledge, and they've seen a 35% decrease in the amount of customer service calls coming into their contact centers. As we continue on to the more complex problem, but for a high-value customer, something along the lines of policy administration becomes very valuable. If we look at RBS, a large banking concern in the UK, what they have done is they have added the ability for customers to follow how to open online new accounts, a rather complex process. But this has decreased the amount of time to open new accounts by over 50%, providing a huge increase in their customer satisfaction. And finally, we get out to the area where it's a very high value customer. So it might be somebody in retail, or it might be somebody in technical support, where what we might do is a co-browse session to actually show them how to solve the problem. And if that doesn't work, we actually rolled field service. So now in field service, we're looking to combine the right truck with the right driver, with the right parts, in a very tight window to provide better care. And we see at Global Village Telecom, for example, they have cut out 2 extra trips a day, which across 7,000 employees in 147 cities adds up to $56 million a year in savings from providing an actual end-to-end customer care solution. I would advise to the Korean companies considering CX implementations and solutions to actually think right away up front that they need to incorporate social into the environment. All of us now have our first thought that we go out to a search engine to ask a question. And if we don't find what we want, then we go social. We ask our friends, we look at other groups, and we make a decision. At that point, if you don't have chat, you need to put chat in, because we all expect to send 140 characters and get a question answered. If that doesn't work, then you need to think about adding knowledge. And again, that should be the same knowledge whether I'm on chat, whether I'm in a search engine, or whether I'm calling your call center. Inside the contact center itself then, I need to not only be thinking about these channels, but I need to also be able to tell, have you already tried to solve this problem yourself? And finally, I can add standalone field service to any existing implementation. So with each Korean company, my advice would be, you can start small with a single pain point, you can do a departmental transformation, or you can do something across the enterprise. But goodness gracious, start right away. Thank you.